So, this story took place in the mini-campaign one of my DMs runs in place of a normal campaign if we're missing too many members. We were playing through an adventure called The Madness of the Rat King, which I would highly suggest you check out if you want a free pre-made adventure for 5th edition D&D. In this adventure, the party is sent into a cellar to investigate abnormally large rats that are troubling a tavern keeper. Our party at the time was comprised of Yak, our orc barbarian, Bork, our goblin rogue, Ignis, our fire genasi mystic, and me, Kasovius Claris, the tiefling bard. We just finished up fighting 4 whole huge rats in the tavern cellar. We were level 2 at the time, so we ended up low on health, and we decided to sleep in the cellar. Maybe not our brightest idea. I mean, the tavern was like 5 feet away. We could have just taken 1 second and waltzed over to it, but no. If we were gonna go back up there, it would be with dead rats in our hands, and so far we only had enough to fill 2 people's hands. That was about to change, though. We woke up to the sight of 4 rats staring us down. 2 giant rats and 2... spider rats? Anyways, we gathered our various weapons, all the while complaining about how we didn't have enough health for this, and then charged at these rats. We went in, Yak first. He charged in and took out one of the giant rats with his great axe. Next up was me. I went ahead and did nothing. But not to fear, Bork was on it. He picked off another rat with his bow, and Ignis swooped in and killed a 3rd rat. All that was left was 1 spider rat. 1 tiny spider rat. We felt better about this situation. I mean, it shouldn't take more than a couple hits. It's possible no one will get downed, right? Yak also thought this, and so he spent his next turn trying to body slam the rat. The rat dodged to the side as this 500-pound orc belly flopped onto cold, hard stone. Noticing this rat's prowess, Yak took a moment to respect the rat. He stared solemnly at it, and the rat stared back, and then proceeded to jump on his face. We spent all our turns trying to pull this rat off of Yak, but to no avail. After a whole round had passed, Yak was getting a bit tired of this, so he decided to take matters into his own hands. He decided to swing his axe at the rat, which was still on his face. Luckily he nat 1'd and chucked the axe into the wall behind him. He wasn't done yet though. No, he tried to rip this rat off of his face, and he failed as well. Yak, our big barbarian boy, failed to rip this tiny ducking spider rat off of his face. So of course the next best course of action was to send the weakling bard to rip it off of his face. That didn't work. Who'd have thought? So I attempted to persuade the rat to eat Bork's face instead. Bork had other ideas and attempted to attack this rat with his short sword. Again, while the rat was still on Yak's face. For once, someone managed to land a blow on this rat, but it wasn't even phased. It just continued to eat Yak's face off. Yak, on the other hand, had felt the attack, and decided that instead of beating up the thing that was literally eating his face, he should beat up the thing that tried to help him. But before he could do so, the rat took an exceptionally large bite out of his face, and Yak fell unconscious. I attempted to kick the spider rat who was still on Yak's face, and after having claimed its first victim, the rat moved on to its next victim, unsuspecting Kasovius Claris. As the kick landed, I noticed the spider rat wasn't on Yak's face anymore. As I looked to the wall to see the damage, an arrow and a ball of fire were both hurled at my leg. Both of them missed, and reflexively Kasovius kicked the rat, which had managed to cling onto his leg, into Bork's open mouth. Bork proceeded to vomit, but fought through this and he grabbed a match, and then lit the rat on fire, and as it burned, the fire spread to his mouth. Somehow through all of this chaos, he was able to clamp down on this rat, putting an end to it. So there we were, covered in vomit, half alive. That's a good band, by the way. Some of us were still on fire, but we'd beaten it. The Rat King. Nah, I'm just kidding. We didn't even level up. Thanks for watching. A like, comment, or subscription would mean a ton. Have a great day.